Well, hi, hello, my dear students. Welcome to my video lecture class. Right up to now, I uploaded video lectures on the topic motion in a plane. In this chapter, I uploaded videos on the topic oblique projection, horizontal projection, oblique projection on inclined plane, and one more chapter, circular motion. So up to now I discuss these all subtopics in this chapter motion in a plane. Please go through the previous lectures. While watching lecture, if you get any doubt, please mention in comment box. Right, today we are going to discuss few numerical problems related with the topic circular motion, because this circular motion will plays a crucial role in case of NEET and JEE. So weightage of this circular motion is very less, but if any question was given based upon this circular motion, it's easy to solve it. Right? So I am start today's session with example 1. Right? Example 1, observe carefully. Two particles A and B are moving in uniform circular motion in concentric circles of radii RA and RB with speed VA and VB respectively. Their time period of rotation is the same. The ratio of angular speed of A to that of B will be, right, what he asked in the question, what he given. Just observe carefully. Two particles are there. One particle is considered as A and another particle is considered as B. The two particles moves in a circular motion in concentric circles. Concentric circles means like this. For example, I'll consider this is one circle. Concentric circle means one circle lies inside another circle. One circle lies inside another circle is called concentric circles. So this is concentric circles. One circle lies inside another circle is called concentric circles. So here one circle radius is I consider as RA. So another circle radius is I consider as RB. Okay. So one circle radius is I consider as RA and another circle radius is I consider as RB. So this is already given in the question. And time taken for the rotation of this circle is the same is given. Observe carefully. Their time period of rotation is same. The time period of rotation is same. Let us consider first particle covers full circle in time period TA. Okay, so given two particles covered full rotation of circle in same time. Okay, so same time period. Time period means what, ma'am? Already you know about this time period. Time period means time taken by body to complete one revolution. Time taken by a body to complete one revolution is called time period. Here time taken by one revolution of particle A, time taken by one revolution of particle B, both are same. So that means time period is same. So time period is same. Let us consider time period of particle A is TA, time period of particle B is TB. So TA is equal to TB is given. What he asked in the question? Ratio of angular speed of A to that of B. So I already discussed about angular speed. When a body moves in circular path, it has some velocity. that velocity is called angular velocity. If your body moves in straight line path, it has some velocity. That velocity is called linear velocity. That is the difference between linear velocity and angular velocity. Here what he asked, ma'am, here ratio between angular velocity of particle A to the angular velocity of particle B. That means omega A by omega B we need to find. Omega A by omega B we need to find here. So simple here, whenever time period is given, what is the formula of angular velocity? Angular velocity omega is equal to 2 pi by t. 2 pi by t. What is the formula here? Angular velocity omega is equal to 2 pi by t. So here omega A by omega B. So for example, I consider omega A. Omega A is equal to 2 pi by Ta. Omega B is equal to 2 pi by Tb. Okay. So we want here omega A by omega B. Is it or not? So omega A by omega B we want here. So omega A by omega B is equal to 2 pi by Ta by 2 pi by Tb. Okay. Observe carefully here. 2 pi is same. So both are going to be cancelled. Then Tb moves upside, Tb by Ta we got. Here already we know Ta is equal to Tb. So that's why these two are going to be cancelled. So what we got finally? 1:1. So the ratio of angular velocities of particle A and particle B, whether they are moves in circular path, is 1:1. Here, whether we observe this question, we got one concept here. What is that? So whenever body moves in circular path, time period is same for the two particles, then definitely angular velocity also same, or angular speed also same. This is very important. So I write here note point. So what is the answer, ma'am? 1:1 is answer. Here the main note point is So this is a very important note pointer. So whether we know this trick, then we did not solve this question. Simple. Just see the options. Just choose which option is correct for this question. Okay. Just easy to solve. Whether you know this concept. What is the concept here? When time period of two particles is same, then angular speed also same. So this is very important. So now it's easy to solve. Whether you know this note point, time period of two particles is same, then angular speed is also same. For example, here given in the question, time period is or given the two particles time period are same, so then angular velocity is also same. So option is 1:1. So 1:1 is correct answer for this question. Okay. So this is about this first question solution. So next we will discuss another second question based upon circular motion concept. Okay. So right, next second problem in the concept circular motion. Observe carefully question first. A particle starts from rest. Whenever particle starts from rest, a simple thing already we discussed in motion in a straight line topic. Whenever particle starts from rest, then its initial velocity is 0. If particle comes to rest, final velocity is 0. So from this sentence we concluded that particle starts from rest means initial velocity is 0. So given initial velocity is 0. Initial velocity u is equal to 0. Initial velocity is 0. Initial velocity is 0. Next, moves in a circle. So this is like considered a circle. So here is a particle or a one body or a person moves like this in circular path. Okay. So a circle are having radius is r. So this having radius is r. This is radius. Radius of the circle is r. It attains velocity of v0 meter per second. Attains velocity are a simple yaar. Attains velocity means final velocity. Is it or not? So attains velocity means here final velocity. Final velocity. So final velocity is indicated with v, that is equal to given v0 meter per second. v0 meter per second. In the nth round. In nth round. So that means how many rounds particle is covered? N rounds. N rounds are covered. So total distance covered. Total distance covered by particle. Total distance covered by particle. So what is formula for distance? S is equal to. Here already we know one rotation takes place. If a particle covers one rotation, then distance is equal to 2 pi r. Here how many rotations it covers? N rotations. Simple. One rotation particle covers means distance is equal to 2 pi r. Distance is 2 pi r. Here n rotations. N rotations means distance is nothing but n into 2 pi r. N into 2 pi r. So total distance covered by particle is n into 2 pi r. Okay. So this is the distance. So this is also clear. Next, what we need to find in this question? We need to find angular acceleration. Angular acceleration. Okay. So for finding angular acceleration, we have two formulas. One is change in angular velocity by change in time. Angular acceleration. Angular acceleration. Angular acceleration is indicated with alpha. This alpha is equal to change in angular velocity by change in time. Change in angular velocity by change in time. This is one formula. We need to find angular acceleration, and another formula is there. What is another formula for finding angular acceleration? Angular acceleration alpha is equal to. Okay. So for finding angular acceleration, we had formula angular acceleration alpha is equal to a by r. A by r, because linear acceleration is equal to angular acceleration into r. Angular acceleration into r. So that means here alpha is equal to a by r is a formula here. So these are the two formulas. So we need to choose which one we have to apply here. So for applying this formula, we want angular velocity. We want angular velocity and time. Here in this question, they given time? No. Here in this question, is there any parameter angular velocity? No. So that's why we did not apply this formula. So now, what formula we have to use in this question? Observe carefully. Alpha is equal to linear acceleration by r. Linear acceleration by r. How to find linear acceleration? It's easy to find. V is u, s is there. So v, u, s, a. Relation between v, u, s, a. What is the relation between v, u, s, a? Ma? So v square minus u square is equal to 2as. V square minus u square is equal to 2as. From this formula, we are going to calculate linear acceleration. If you know the linear acceleration by radius, we got angular acceleration. A simple trick. So any question is given, just observe given parameters and what we need to find, that is very important. And after you got an idea about what we need to find, just list out formulas. What are the formulas for angular acceleration? We had one formula is change in velocity by change in time. Another formula is linear acceleration by radius. So list out for formulas. Here these two are formulas, but first formula is not applicable. So that's why we are applying second formula. According to given parameters, second formula is only applicable. Right. So now, we need to apply here concept. We need to apply concept here. So v square minus u square is equal to 2as. V square means already given v naught. V value is v naught. Final velocity is given v naught in the question. V naught square. Initial velocity is already given 0 in the question. 0 square. 2 into a into displacement or a distance covered by body is already given. That is n into 2 pi r. N into 2 pi r. Right. So now from this we are easy to find a is equal to v naught square by 4 pi n r. A is equal to v naught square by 4 pi n r. Right. So this is acceleration. Right. Acceleration is equal to v naught square by 4 pi n r. So we got acceleration. What do you want here now? So we want to find angular acceleration. So angular acceleration, we need to find angular acceleration. So angular acceleration, so alpha is equal to formula a by r. A by r. What is a here? V naught square by 4 pi n r. 4 pi n r. Again by r. Again by r. That means it is multiplied with the denominator or not? It is multiplied with the denominator. It is multiplied with the denominator or not? Right. So now finally we got angular acceleration alpha is equal to v naught square by 4 pi n r square. 4 pi n r square. So this is angular acceleration value. So v naught square by 4 pi n r square. So what is the unit of angular acceleration? Simple. Angular acceleration means rate of change of angular velocity. Angular velocity by time. Angular velocity is measured in radian by second. Again by second, we got radian per second square. The unit of angular acceleration is radian per second square. Radian per second square. So radian per second square is the unit of angular acceleration. So what is the solution for this question? So solution for this question is v naught square by 4 pi n r square. What formula we are using in this question? Angular acceleration is equal to linear acceleration by radius. Linear acceleration by radius. So this is the main solution for this question. Or a simple here, we have to apply here concept relation between angular acceleration and linear acceleration. Sometimes so linear displacement is given, how to find angular displacement. Sometimes linear velocity is given, how to find angular velocity. So I will explain few minutes. So please watch previous lecture for better understanding. So because you know the concept, it's easy to solve any type of question it was given in this concept circular motion. So please go through previous lectures. Definitely you'll get an idea. And you have to solve any type of question in this chapter circular motion. So simple relation between linear displacement and angular displacement. Angular displacement is indicated with theta, linear displacement and angular displacement. Already you know, S means linear displacement, theta means angular displacement. So here linear displacement is equal to r into theta. So again, relation between V and omega. V means linear velocity, omega means angular velocity. Relation between linear velocity and angular velocity. So here linear velocity is equal to radius into angular velocity. Simple. Next. So few minutes back we solved one question. So that is solved by using this relation between linear acceleration and angular acceleration. So here linear acceleration A is equal to r into angular acceleration. A is equal to r into alpha. So these three formulas are very, very important. So whenever linear velocity is given, it is easy to find angular velocity. So question itself given, linear velocity is 10 meter per second. Radius of the circle is 5 meters. Then it is easy to find angular velocity. So in these three parameters, any two parameters is given, third parameter is easy to find it. Please note down these points. These are very, very important. So solving numericals based upon circular motion. So I hope you are all understood my lecture. So it's time to close my session. Again, I'll come back with new concepts and newer formulas. Thank you for supporting me and thank you for encouraging me. So while watching lecture, if you will get any doubt, please feel free to mention in comment box. Definitely I'll made a videos based upon your comments. So your doubts, one day I'll take a doubt session based upon your comments. Your doubt session I'll take. So thank you for supporting me. Thank you so much. Again, we'll meet on tomorrow. Thank you.